Hello, everybody. My name is Steve Smith. I'm the editor of PHC News Magazine. Welcome back to PHCPPros Live, a series of live interviews. We're broadcasting from the ASPE trade show today and tomorrow as well. My guest right for this segment is Cam Thomsen, the Western Regional Manager for H2O Degree, a wireless utility metering company. Cam, thanks,
Steve.
Coming on board. We'll just jump right in. I know a little bit about your market, but you tell me a little bit more about some of the challenges and changes that you've seen in the industry over the last, 2, 3, 5 years.
Sure. First and foremost, an increased focus on smart plumbing. So monitoring water consumption in all buildings for tenant billing, cost allocation, and identifying water conservation opportunities. Owners want to understand what's going on with the water consumption and also how they can save money and prevent leaks and flood damages. Wireless communication and visualization of the data is key.
And we're talking about water, gas,
Electrical, absolutely.
Is it more water than anything else, or?
Typically, the need is really more water, because that's when we can identify that we've got leaks or wasted water
leak,
and how we can react to that with our data.
You got a gas leak. That's
Sure.
a real problem.
Absolutely.
But a water leak that can go on for months. You wouldn't even know. Okay. So, what products does the company offer? To solve some of these challenges?
H2O offers a host of products. They all communicate wirelessly throughout the building. They connect to the internet. This allows building engineers, maintenance teams, accounting departments, and plumbers to see what's going on and operate the building efficiently to avoid damage. The company offers the following products to solve these challenges. So one would be water meters to be used in billing tenant and allocate cost. Water meters can also monitor the entire building all the way down to an individual fixture like a toilet, right? So that's going to identify if we've got leaks and wasted water. The system would then provide a notification via an app, some type of an alarm to the plumbers and maintenance staff, so they know exactly where these leaks are and how to take corrective action. The company also offers flood sensors, products that are installed on the floor, and they will alarm in the event that a flood occurs. This product can be teamed up with automatic remote shutoff valves, so I can further, mitigate
That was my next question.
the flood that's going on. Last is we also offer wireless thermostatic control to save energy and identify if there's any failures in the HVAC system.
Okay. So, the landlord, the maintenance staff, the plumber, the owner of the building, one way or another, gets kind of a snapshot of this through a dashboard, perhaps, of some sort?
A dashboard, daily reporting, as well as alarms if there's an individual event that's happened that they need to be notified
So
of.
if everything's really smoothly, you know that.
Right.
Which is good. But if there's an anomaly, maybe there's a leak, or I guess it'd be a shutoff situation then too if there's water.
You can absolutely build onto the system to get automatic shutoff, but the real key is having that data that tells me we have an event, right? We have something out of the ordinary.
Right. An event also like that toilet, not just that apartment building, apartment unit. You know exactly where the leak is.
I've pinpointed it to apartment 4, toilet in the secondary bathroom, and that way I can troubleshoot this very effectively.
That's a great help, I'm sure.
Yes.
So, let's look at the future. What's the company's positions? How's this position itself for the next 5 years?
Sure. H2O Degree is utilizing the very latest in wireless technology that can talk to all these products that are monitoring water throughout the building. They report it out via internet, to a website, and also the mobile app. The ability to view the water in these buildings in real time is key to reducing costs and preventing further water damage. We have a nationwide network of manufacturers' reps supporting the plumbing engineers, contractors, and distributors, along with the H2O in-staff to provide tremendous support doing specification, takeoffs, site surveys for both new construction and retrofit projects.
Now, is there one product or solution that you would recommend to? My readers are plumbing installers. Obviously, the star of the show is plumbing engineers.
Right.
So what product is there one thing that you would recommend that they invest in from your company?
Yeah, absolutely. So utilizing wireless water meters allow the facilities to reduce water on a consumption basis, recover costs from tenants, and also identify those leaks and flood issues.
Okay. And I'm just kind of curious. I mean, what's your take? I know you're relatively new to the company, but what's the reason for all this now? I guess let's take water metering for example. Why? I was telling you beforehand. I used to own a single-family home in Chicago on a two-flat. It was a flat rate bill. I could have kept the faucets running all day long. It'd be the same from the city. What's changed now that make that less of a commodity and more of a precious item to monitor?
Well, when you think about water in general being a somewhat of a diminishing resource in certain areas, so to be able to effectively put in systems that help us conserve this resource is really what's key. So we're seeing this not so much just on the metering side, but really all products in general that are in the plumbing industry, whether it's low flow toilets and faucets that don't distribute as much water. There's a lot more thought behind how do we conserve.
Okay, good. Now, here we are mid-October, just a couple months from the ringing in the new year.
Right.
Is there any new products on the horizon from the company?
I think what you're getting at is what's next for H2O, and the industry can expect that H2O will continue expansion of smart plumbing products. This is going to include integrated metering into fixtures, advanced leak detection equipment both inline and ultrasonically, and further advancement of internet-enabled products and mobile apps for the plumbing industry.
Okay. And that's all going to happen next year, or is it
that's the build out? I mean, there's a roadmap for certain products, but it's definitely a build out of what we've already established. And again, you're seeing that integration need for not just, let's say, the overall incoming water coming into a unit or a building, but individually for those fixtures, whether it be a faucet, a toilet, a shower, what have you. So they could be isolated individually.
I guess I hadn't heard that before. I mean, I know the idea that I'm a apartment dweller and I get billed for my water use as opposed to, I guess, the landlord dividing by 6 if it's a 6 flat in the city.
Sure.
But it's more pinpointed now to just the faucet, the toilet. I mean, just knowing what you're using. And when there's troubles associated with that fixture or faucet,
Yeah, absolutely. And what you mentioned before is that, that RUBS system where you're basically going off a ratio. Hey, the overall property used 100,000 gallons. I got 100 units, simple math, and that's how I'm going to allocate it.
Right.
Having these systems that give us, accurate details on how much is unit by unit, really more of a fair way to bill your clients anyhow. I mean, if I'm a traveling professional and I'm not home and you're my neighbor and you use the water all day, you can get into those types of scenarios. So for owners to really be more accurate and offer competitive rates, that's one of the benefits from sub-metering altogether.
Very good. Sounds good. And Cam, I know you have a booth not that far from here. What do you know the number offhand?
We're in the 600s, so I'll give you the exact.
All right.
And bear with me here. We are at booth 640.
Okay, 640. So, if anyone's listening right now and wants to check out H2O Degree, they should go to 640 and check it out. Cam, thanks for coming
Steve,
on.
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.